guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bookmas episode 2. Where we last left off, I was reading And Then There Were None. And also in the last episode of Bookmas, I highly encourage you to watch first episode of Bookmas, by the way. Even though I posted it very close to Christmas, I still encourage you to watch it. But in the last episode, I shared with you who I thought the killer would be, and since then my guess has changed. I think it is somebody else, and I know it's between two people. I literally asked ChatGPT, don't spoil it, but is it one of these three people? And then ChatGPT said yes. And then I asked, is it one of these two people? And then ChatGPT said yes to that too. So I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I have a very strong guess, but I'm not certain yet. In the first Bookmas episode, it was mainly me reading and also talking about And Then There Were None. And I showed a few clips of food and stuff. But today or tonight, I'm gonna go all in books. Right now, I'm gonna share 2 book recommendations for the winter time. One book that I got from my little free library that I think was a rare find. But my little free library is actually pretty good because I found some great finds in there before. I found Ember in the Ashes, which I haven't read yet, but I found it there. Funny story, I actually fell asleep last night, and don't look at me like that. It's not because I have no energy at all. Fell asleep early, because everyone falls asleep at night. Yes, duh, okay. Anyways, yeah, so basically, I was studying abroad in Germany for 3 to 4 months. I've already repeated this so many times. It's not to brag, you guys. It's just to give context, I promise, through NUN program. So I wasn't going to school in Germany. But, so I came back from that, and it's been a week, but it really messed up my sleep schedule because I kept waking up at 3 every morning for the first few days. And now I'm waking up at 5. which is something. I don't want to wake up at 5. By the way, I just changed my shirt just now because I was getting stuffy in the sweater. As promised, I'm going to give you guys the book recs right now. Just a little disclaimer. Usually I like to recommend diverse books because I read diversely. this is not something like, look at me, I'm so great, I read diversely. No, it's just something that I believe in. Like, yeah, I just like to read diversely because I don't really think I have to explain why. Although I do read diversely, the book recommendations that I have off the top of my head are all by white authors. I think in a actual video, or not I think, in an actual video where I give you winter book recs, I would definitely make sure it's diverse. It has like all sorts of representation. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. Representation. Okay. And just in case it wasn't clear, my disclaimer is not that I read diversely. It's that although I read diversely, the recommendations that I give you will not be diverse today. Before I give you guys the recs, I'm gonna go get some lunch because it's 1:05 and I have not ate. This one, The Wolf Wilder, is my first rec. This one is about Theo, and she and her mother train wolves in Russia. But then someone takes away her mother, and then Theo has to go on this adventure of sorts. Her is taken away by a general. Theo has to travel with her wolves that she trained and basically fight for justice and save her mother. So this one, I loved it when I read it. Like, it was unforgettable. This author is so good at writing sad books that are just the right amount of sad, but also ethereal. This one I wouldn't even say is that sad compared to her other book, Rooftoppers, I think it's called. Yeah, this one's pretty hopeful in comparison, but bottom line, just read this if you like fantasy and something that's historical, but also a bit ethereal and sad, but not that sad. Green Glass House is a book with super cozy atmosphere. Like, the first 3 chapters really drew me in. The synopsis is that it takes place at the inn, and it's from the perspective of the innkeeper's son, 12-year-old Milo. And then they get like some really strange guests this winter time. And then Milo and the cook's daughter, Medi, try to like figure out clues and untangle the mysteries that are happening around them because it seems like the guests like know each other. This one is super fun and the setting is just the best part of the story, like super cozy. For Murder on the Orient Express, this one, classic, one of Christie's best works. I didn't enjoy it that much, but many people do, and I probably didn't enjoy it that much because I already watched the movie beforehand, so I knew what was going to happen. That's like a big reason probably, because this is a murder mystery. So yeah, read this. Also, more than 2 other book recs I have of books I don't actually own, but I think would work well as winter book recs is firstly the Hanjin Murders. I read this, actually, you could see on my channel, it was like a few videos back, but this one takes place in the winter, so you have the setting, and only 5 hours on audiobook. It's pretty easy to read and also easy if you're looking to get into translated fiction. I don't know. I liked it. I gave it 3 stars. You might like it as well. Any of Grace Lynn's middle grade are also really good. I feel like they just match the seasons of fall and winter for some reason. I could probably think of more book recs before the end of this video, but here's just some to get you started. Another thing good about her middle grade is that they actually feel like fantasy, especially if you're younger. So like if you know someone younger, they would really like it. For adults, it doesn't really have as much of a magical feeling, but it is highly rated on Goodreads, which doesn't mean much because a lot of Colleen Hoover's books are also highly rated on Goodreads, and I have some opinions on those, but yeah. I know you guys probably saw earlier that I have a Coho book on my shelf, but that's not really by choice. I just haven't really organized my shelves. Just thought of another book rec for you guys. The book Mistletoe. It's by Kimberly Lemming, I think, and by a Black author, I also think. Yeah. That one is like demon smut basically. But it takes place in the winter as well. It's funny, it's cute, and it's short. I wouldn't take it too seriously if you're looking for some grand love story, but you guys probably already knew that. Yeah, just check it out if you want something sweet and spicy, I guess. I'm gonna go on a little walk. And I changed again because it just makes more sense to wear a long sleeve instead of short sleeve under my jacket. Oh my god, I just found out what one of the characters did, and I literally have shivers like going down my stomach. Before I forget, this is the book that I got from the Little Free Library, Dear Girls by Ali Wong. It's a freaking hardcover book in the Little Free Library. Plus, it's like a well-known celebrity memoir. And this has been on my TBR. I think I may have took it off or something. But I did put it on my TBR at one point. Here, let me check actually. It's loading. Oh yeah, I took it off my TBR. Well, it might be back on my TBR. I can't believe they had a freaking hardcover book in the Little Free Library. That's so crazy. That sounds a bit condescending because they did have like other hardcovers there. It's just like I was shocked to see this one. This book is wild. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's a roller coaster for sure. Okay, I've decided to take a break from And Then There Were None because there is just a lot going on and it's very heavy. I'm finding it very heavy and yeah, I just need a break from it. I think that's gonna be the end of this episode of Bookmas. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you so much love. I'm filming this on the 23rd, so it's almost Christmas. Yeah, it's basically Christmas. So Merry Christmas, everybody, and maybe I'll squeeze out another Bookmas episode, but maybe I'll just spend time with like my brother tomorrow and, you know, yeah. So yeah, goodbye.